Hey guys, what's up? This is Jen, and today we're gonna talk about how you find the 1, 4, 5 in any key on the 6th string or starting on the 5th string. Now, one thing you need to know is memorize this neck, okay? You want to memorize the notes on the 6th string and the 5th string. Another thing you need to know for this lesson is how to play bar chords or power chords. So something like that, or if you only know how to do the smaller shapes, or the minors, or the majors. That's going to be really important, but once you get these down, you can come back and you can learn how to find the 1, 4, 5 in any key. So the great thing about guitar is that it's a pattern-based instrument. So once you know one thing, you know the next 11 things on the neck. So let me show you what that's going to look like. We're going to have this G major here, and I've got the root on the 6th string 3rd fret. That's our G, and I'm just playing this major chord with a bar. Now, without even knowing anything else, the pattern is to find the 4, it's right underneath the 1. So here's your 1, the 4 is right underneath. So from there, we could play this major. Now you don't even really need to know that this is a C note. You can just say, I know that this is the 1, which means I know this is the 4. It would be nice if you knew what the notes were, but one step at a time. So we have G, go down to this root, which is our 4. Now we go back to the 1, so back to our G. Now the 5 is always going to be a string down, and you're going to skip a fret. And there's our 5 chord. We play this D. So just look at the shape. The shape is the most important thing. 1, 4, 5. Always. So it doesn't matter if you're doing minor, 4, 5. The shape of the roots always stay the same. So let's say you want to do it in the key of C. You're playing a jam, or somebody says, oh, we're just doing 1, 4, 5 in C. Now remember, you got to find the C on the 6th string. So we say E, F, G, A, B, C. So 8th fret. And without even knowing what the chord names are, you know if this is the 1, this has to be the 4, and then this has to be the 5. So you've got the 1 on the 6th string 8th fret, the 4 right underneath on the 5th string 8th fret, and then the 5 on the 5th string 10th fret. So remember, you can put any kind of combination of chords. Again, if you're doing a blues in minor, I'm not thinking about the note names. I'm not thinking C, F, and G. I'm just thinking about the shapes. So it's really, really cool once you get that idea, and then it takes kind of the mystery of the idea of the 1, 4, 5 or the Roman numerals away when you know, oh, it's just these shapes. So now let's talk about what you're going to do on the 5th string, because that's a slightly different pattern, but it's still the same idea. So let's say 1, 4, 5 in E. Our E is right here. So let me show you. A, B, C, D, E. And I'm going to play a dominant for this one. But again, if you can't play the bar chords just yet, just hit that root. Just memorize where those roots are. So we've got an E7. Now, if we're starting on the 5th string, our 4 is going to be back and up. So it's going to be right here. So we've got E, you're going to go back 2 frets and up a string. And that turns into our A, or A7 with this chord. So E7, A7. Now back to the root, here's our E. If we want the 5 chord, all we have to do is go up, and we've got our 5 chord. And that's B. But just remember, 1, 4, 5. So let's take that somewhere else. Let's take it on A. So A is right here on the 5th string, 12th fret. Where are we going to go for the 4? We're going to go back 2 frets and up a string to the 6th string. That's our 4, which ends up being D. Back to the 1. Where's the 5? On the 6th string, 12th fret. So we have, if we're going to do dominant, A7, D7, E7. So that is super, super fun, and that's the great thing about the guitar, again, is that it's pattern-based. Once you get the one idea, you have it all over the neck. So like I said, the important thing is that you're memorizing the notes on the 5th and 6th string, and then learning your bar chords, power chords, minor chord shapes, extended shapes, and applying them to the 1-4-5. So again, that way, if you're at a jam or you're hanging out with other musicians and they're talking the lingo, which can be super overwhelming when they're like, oh, it's just the 2-5-1, 1-4-5, 1-6-2-5. At least you can start to understand 1-4-5. Okay, 1-4-5 in B. Okay, I know where my B is. My B is right here. Great, so if my B is here, then I know the 4 is here, and I know the 5 is here. Oh, the singer wants to change the key, wants to go to A flat. Oh, okay, A flat's here, which means it's gonna be 4 and 5. And if anything, just play the roots. If you're not ready to do the bar chords, just groove the roots. Nice little palm mute. And then remember the other shape if we're in D or something like that. Here's the 1, the 4, and the 5. Just like that. You don't have to make it complicated. You just have to make the I'm grooving it face. Just like that. Yeah, bite the lip. And people will think you're doing a lot more than you actually are. I've made a living off of people thinking I do a lot more than I actually do on the guitar. It's all about the face. That's really what this lesson has turned into. Is don't worry about knowing theory or chords or anything like that. Just know how to make the face to make people think that you're just into it and that you know what you're doing. You'll fool everybody. It's a fact. It's a fact. No, but memorize those shapes and then try to see if you can call out your own keys, or again, get people to jam with you that are going to call out keys that maybe you're not familiar with, so you have to think, where's the 1-4-5 using the 6th string to start? Where's the 1-4-5 using the 5th string to start? Okay, I think that's it. As always, this is a Patreon-supported video. I have wonderful, wonderful patrons that are very patient with me and patient with these videos and so, so kind to support me. So I want to thank them, as always. And then if you would like to support, go to patreon.com/JenTrani, and you can see the ways that you can donate, support these videos, get some rewards, talk to me, ask questions. There's Google Hangouts, which have been fantastic lately. Just a great group of people that are joining the Google Hangs, and I love talking to them, and they're meeting up and hanging out on their own, which I love. Let's just make a better guitar community. People who are really supportive and fun, and you guys can complain about bar chords and metronome and and push each other and do better. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.